Mini de Nairobi. Born, bred, raised. In my adulthood, I've gotten to like experience different parts of the country. You know, I've lived pretty much. I know I've been your neighbor. Ni mimi. Ni mimi niko kwa TV. Ni mimi. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Maybe I could just talk about my music and my passion for biking, which is a huge part of who I am right now. And so for music, I never thought I could write music. So I only used to be a worship leader. So I used to lead worship in a fleo, you know, go over to, you know, church and lead worship at Sitam Valley Road. But eventually I got inspired by, first of all, a friend of mine, and I think I'll call him my high school boyfriend. He just called me up last year and said, Kerry, why are you not recording music? And my guardian also asked me, in this TV station that plays a lot of music, I will not send it a shout out on another TV station. But he said, your music should be there. And so I got inspired to write music. Fun story is my songwriter didn't show up on the day. And the music producer, Gitwamba, said, Madam, we can't waste this session. You need to write something. And so I went to my notes and I had written, I want more, I need more, give me more of your glory. And we turned that into a song and also added Isaiah 40:22, that he sits above the circle of the earth, stretches out the heavens like a curtain for me to dwell in. And I think that's an amazing quality of the sovereign God that we have. And so I did that. In the video, you will see my bike, you will see my friend's bike, you will see me riding. I just want to create more awareness about safety, because in driving school, kwa ile board munafanyanga, there's no even, you know, bikes. So people think barabara ni ya gari, but bikers, we are on the road. And so, you know, putting that into my music, putting that in this interview, putting my helmet everywhere I go and just creating awareness, for me is a huge part of my current purpose right now, which is to say share the road, which is to say I can choose to drive to work or use my bike to work. I can do whatever I want. It's a free country. And so when you next time you see a biker, don't just think, you know, stupid person. Think doctor, think musician, think Kerry, think teacher. We have teachers in the community. We have, you know, stay-at-home wives who prefer this as a form of commute for shopping. And so I'm just really, that's like part of who I am right now, and what my whole destiny and purpose has brought me to at this particular moment. Why biker? Because I'm not going to be sitting behind you in traffic. We all know Nairobi now. How many times have you had someone say, nimechelewa juu ya traffic? I'm like, first of all, traffic is not an excuse. Nairobi, there will be traffic. And so I decided, first of all, why I joined biking, and a very honest reason, is to gain community, make friends. Because at some level of your career, and for me who's a career woman, I strive always to like be at the top of my career. You don't always have friends. Let me say that. And so being able to meet people who have the same passion, then you can create community, you can create friends. And I've met so many friends right now. I have, you know, as I mentioned when I was starting my Langata Nyumba Kumi, who's a really good community for, you know, fast response in case anything happens. But also we outright each other's weddings, we outright people's funerals. We've just made a community. And of course there's you know, Women Bikers Association, who do a lot of good deeds and create, you know, awareness and safety training, which is something I'm really passionate about, as I've said. And in sisterhood, I mean, we have a lot of community. So biking, number one for community, number two for freedom. When I'm on my bike, I feel like I'm just so happy. Like, honestly, it's very exciting. I remember my maiden ride to Elementaita last year, which is like the longest I've done so far, 279 kilometers. I went to the Sleeping Warrior and then hiked up on foot and then came back down and rode back to Nairobi. And there's so much freedom on the bike. I love it. I absolutely love it. As a child, I would say I was very curious, but with my very hard on discipline mother, I had to be aligned. My mom taught me discipline, and I feel like that has helped me right now. Everything that I learned, how to be helpful around the house, how to clear plates. I remember even struggling in a restaurant when they haven't cleared the plates. I feel like I want to start picking them and clearing them, because what would my mother say if I was there? So as a child, I was really exposed to a lot of great stuff. Like, my dad taught me how to swim. He's a really good swimmer. He taught me how to do harmonies and to sing. So I felt like I grew up this very talented, free, confident child. I remember once putting up a play when I was 13 in Nairobi Primary. And it's so sad that when I got on stage, for some reason, guys were booing. And going through that for me and understanding, you know, it's fine. You know, it's fine. It's okay. Like, not everyone will clap for you every day. And so that's really the person I grew up as. I grew up supported. I grew up loved fully. I grew up exposed. Like, if my mom saw a platform, she would put me up on it and say, sing, dance. Or, you know, this services, you go to a funeral, they're like, yeah, my child can sing a song. Kuja wimbe. You know, I was that child. And I thank God for that, because right now, I'm more helpful. I am more confident. I am supportive to people. I am self-aware, you know. And so that's really the kind of child I was. Sikupigwa sana, yeah. But when I was naughty, I did get a really good beating from my mom. My dad was always there protecting. It's okay, she's just a child, dad. But now, I think roles have changed. My dad is now the one, you know, be this. And my mom is like trying to like mother me now. So it's very interesting how life gets, yeah.